Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. And boxing, find a way to win, find a way to lose, find a way to make a whole lot of noise by leaving the fan running when you're making a video. Boom, let's turn that damn fan off. I got two AC units, one for downstairs, one for upstairs. Keep the house about 71 degrees. But man, I don't know if just being in different things I've had put in my body for 20-something years, you know, deploying and stuff, man, I just get hot. You know what I'm saying? So I think 20-something years in the military and getting shot up with the good stuff, you know, it affected my body's ability to cool down, you know. But anyway, talk about things getting hot. Hey, I smell an upset brewing. I smell an upset. You guys realize, right? Helenius, 32-4, right? 32 wins, 4 losses. 21 of those 34 wins by KO. See, this is something people don't realize. They're thinking, oh, it's a cherry pick. Helenius was back there in Finland, sleeping, feeling sorry for himself after losing to Deontay Wilder. No. Check this out. He won his comeback fight this past weekend. Do you understand? Helenius just fought. He stopped a guy named Mika Mialonen in 3 rounds. Now he makes a very quick turnaround to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, let's stop right there. Does this remind y'all of anybody? Is this resembling what Anthony Joshua went through when he chose to pick Andy Ruiz as a last-minute replacement? Remember, Andy Ruiz had just come off of a fight against that big European fighter. I might as well pull it up and just tell you while we're talking, right? I'm going to tell you who he fought. Let me see. Because I remember watching that fight thinking, I already knew Andy Ruiz could fight, but I was like, damn, nobody can beat Andy Ruiz. That's how I felt after watching that fight. I was like, yo, this little guy, well, he's not little, he's like 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". But I was like, this guy here is a monster. Is an absolute monster. Let's go to active. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Right here. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up for you. Window capture. Let's go here. Right there. All right. So this is old Andy Ruiz. Okay. Now, when he fought, that's the guy right there. Alexander Dimitrenko. When he fought that guy, I remember thinking to myself, no one's going to beat Andy Ruiz. That's just how crazy that fight was, man. The guy's much bigger than him, and Andy Ruiz just, you know, limb by limb, chopped him down. So now, you saw what happened when he got in there with AJ as a last-minute replacement. He was in shape. He did the business. He fought the guy Dimitrenko in April. Then fought AJ in June. He was in shape. He just basically went back to the gym and stayed in the gym. Now, Helenius just fought this weekend. He's in shape. He just go from one fight to another fight because he took 0 damage. And I am telling you guys, right? Do not for 1 second come here, bring it here. Don't think, that's my little one. Don't think, come here, you need help? Bring it here. I'll fix it while I'm talking on the video. Don't think for 1 second that, what do you need me to do? What do you want me to do? Tell me. Want me to reel it in? Okay. Oh, it's tangled up right here? Okay. Don't think for 1 second that Andy Ruiz or that Robert Helenius is going to lose to Anthony Joshua without going out for a fight. Hey, close the door, Chuko. My little one, he wanted me to fix his fishing pole. See, he got it all tangled. He's in there playing with it. Hold on, man. Let me close this damn door. All right, man. Hey, I don't edit things out. If my little one needs help with something, I don't give a shit about this video. I help my kids. I could do another video, you know. I really don't care. But back to what I was saying. Hey, don't for a second think that Robert Helenius and what he went through with Deontay Wilder, don't for a second think that that's going to repeat itself with AJ. If you watch that fight with Robert Helenius and Deontay Wilder, as soon as the fight started, he went to throw a jab to Helenius' body, and Helenius countered him hard, okay? And Deontay Wilder kind of, stepped back. He had this funny expression on his face, like, damn, that didn't feel good. And then Wilder started to, looks like he started like a lot of lateral movement and circling around. It was kind of awkward to see Deontay Wilder doing that. But anyway, Deontay Wilder was able to catch Helenius coming in with his hands down, which is absolutely foolish. And he hit him with a shot, tranquilizer, okay? But Anthony Joshua is not Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua has power, he's strong, but he's not Deontay Wilder. And the thing is this, Helenius, he's coming off of a fight, man. And obviously he's decided to continue his boxing career. When he gets in there with AJ, you guys got to understand. Let me show this. This is what creates the problems for these fighters, right? I'm gonna point something out to y'all. I want y'all to really understand this because I don't think people really get it when it comes to these fighters, right? So that's Helenius. Damn. I'm gonna show y'all something. So this is Robert Helenius, okay? Pull him over here. He stands at 6'6", almost 6'7". So he's the same height as Wilder and AJ. His reach is 79 inches, okay? And he could crack. He has a very, very expanded amateur pedigree as well. But when it comes to him, right, the height and reach. Now let's look at Anthony Joshua's. Okay, let me pull up Anthony Joshua. This is where you're going to see some problems for Anthony Joshua. I'm telling you right now. Okay, okay, here we go. Watch this as it pulls up. Joshua has an additional 2-3 inches in reach, about the same in height, right? Let me tell y'all something. I'm telling you, when Anthony Joshua gets in the ring with Helenius, he's not going to be able to out-jab him like he did Franklin, like he's accustomed to doing with the smaller opponents that have a much shorter reach. Helenius and AJ isn't going to be a rock'em sock'em robot type fight. Helenius is going to jab. AJ is going to try to jab. And something y'all need to understand, Helenius has been boxing a lot longer than AJ. I'm not saying Helenius is just going to go in there and win the fight. What I'm telling you is he has a lot of experience. And you just don't know if that experience is going to show up in the ring this weekend when he fights Anthony Joshua. And especially if he has that hunger. Because if Helenius has another Kanaki type performance, then Helenius has a good chance to upset AJ. The problem is, Helenius' defense isn't the best. Even when he fought Kanaki was touching him up. But Helenius was choosing to stand in the pocket and get his shots off because he knew he could hurt Kanaki. Helenius obviously hits hard. When he gets there with AJ, I'm telling you, AJ's best chance to me is come and blitz him. Why would he try to outbox somebody who's been boxing since they've been a kid? Who has damn near the same dimensions as you? That's a recipe for disaster. Now, I'm going to tell you this as well. Secret Society could have a whole lot to do with who's going to win this fight. Matter of fact, it's probably been predetermined that AJ is going to win. You can't tell me, right, that Eddie Hearn will somehow get Dillian Whyte removed from the AJ fight. Because we know Dillian Whyte's like Jake Paul. It's like Jake Paul doing an exhibition against Mayweather. And the agreement is, hey, we're just in here to have fun, not trying to knock each other out. We're just entertaining the fans. Jake Paul's going to go off script. Jake Paul's going to try to hit him, hurt him, knock him out, do something crazy. Because that's Jake Paul. Dillian Whyte's the same way. He's going to get in the ring, and it doesn't matter what they say what the agreement is, Dillian Whyte's going to go in there, he's going to try to knock out AJ. Eddie Hearn didn't want that. You can say what you want about Dillian Whyte, failed multiple drug tests. You know what? He could have failed 3-4 drug tests for the same drug because they tested him on day 1, then day 5, day 10, day 15. By the time they got around to running the test, they had all 4 samples running them at the same time. You understand? So 4 samples over 15 days, and it's the same blood, and the stuff has been in his system. So it's 4 different samples test positive, but it's for the same substance. So it's not that he has 4 different substances in his body. But nonetheless, I'm not so sure Dillian Whyte did something foul. Nothing makes sense about it. The fact that Chisora New told David, hey, maybe they got the word a week prior, I don't know. But nothing about it makes sense to me. But that being said, with Helenius coming on as a last-minute replacement, you better believe that they were like, I believe that the secret society got involved here and said, look, we'll let you take this fight. We need AJ to look good. This is what we need for the build-up for AJ and Wilder going into December. Wilder knocked you out cold. Who knows? Maybe the secret society was involved with that too. Wilder knocked you out cold. He's back into his space. AJ, we need him to be able to knock your ass out cold too, so we can get him back into his space. We're going to pay you this money, and then you just go on back to whatever you're doing, and then we'll go out here and do our thing. Now, for those of you who are saying, Hood, man, you're reaching, there you go with the conspiracy theories again. Well, I'll say to you this right here. Maybe I'm taking it to the stupid, right? Maybe I should hold my horses. Hey, I'm guilty of taking it to the stupid sometimes. But what I'm doing is just, having a conversation. You can't make me believe that they picked Robert Helenius with the understanding that Robert Helenius is really going to come in there and try to knock AJ out. Nah, man. You just can't make me believe that. When AJ came to the States to fight Andy Ruiz, that whole thing was to set up the AJ Wilder fight. That went south. They're not going to have Helenius come here and upset the apple cart the way Ruiz did. I'm telling you. I had secret society sitting back in their black trench coats and their little hats, smoking their little cigar and all that. And they've already orchestrated how this is going to go. But I'll tell you what, I do hope Helenius got himself $3 to $5 million. I hope he comes in there and really fights and fights hard. And we're going to see how it goes. But I just have a feeling if the secret society didn't get to him, if this is Eddie Hearn saying, you know what, we need to make sure AJ's ready for Deontay Wilder, throw him in there with a live underdog. And he gets in there, and it's an even playing field, and we just, the cards are going to fall where they fall. And these two go out there and fight. I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised, man. Robert Helenius, man, let's take a look at something, because I don't think people really understand who has he fought, man. Because we're talking about Gerald Washington. I remember he was beating the hell out of Gerald Washington. And remember, when those guys are the same height, and you talk about having the same reach, same dimensions, they struggle with that. They're used to fighting smaller opponents. And when they get somebody the same dimensions, it doesn't work out well for them. So when we come back and we take a look at, I might as well show you guys this while we're discussing it, right? And you take a look at Gerald Washington, right? He fought Gerald Washington, which he was winning that fight, but he ended up losing by KO. But he was winning that fight to Gerald Washington. He ended up getting stopped in the 8th round. But he was beating the hell out of Gerald Washington. Then he came back and had a string of wins, big time KOs against the guys he fought, man. Let me see if you can see the round when he stopped him. But you can see KO guys 2nd round, 4th round, and Kanaki the 6th round. Fought Wilder, got tranquilized. Then he just fought here and back home and got him a KO within 3 rounds. And now he's about to fight Anthony Joshua. But what I'm getting at with Robert Helenius is Robert Helenius can fight. Even when you come down here, you take a look at his fights before he even really knew who he was. He was out here getting TKOs and unanimous decisions and just proving to the world that he's a top tier opponent. I wouldn't say he's the elite, but he's more than a gatekeeper. And with Anthony Joshua, I just smell an upset brewing. I'm not giving no prediction because I don't know if the secret society got to him, because they're not gonna let Helenius come and mess up their money. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. I don't care what anyone says. So I think AJ will win. But if Helenius chooses to go off script and it's just a fair fight, nobody involved, I'm just telling you, I just think it's gonna be a harder fight for AJ than what people think. But again, I personally feel when you hear about David Hay talking about Chisora supposed to fight him, Chisora said Dillian Whyte was going to fail a test, and when you just think about all of that, it tells me that there's something going on behind the scenes that only the damn fly in the wall knows. So I don't have a prediction, but I am going to say, just having a conversation, that I believe it's already predetermined what the outcome is going to be. But as far as a prediction, I can't do that because I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Nothing about this fight makes sense, except that Anthony Joshua must win because they need to build on this win so they can promote AJ versus Wilder. And when it comes to Wilder, who knows what the hell's going on with Deontay Wilder? He should have been back in the ring. But anyway, I don't even know what to think about this crap anymore. Like, this is what you call a shit sandwich, you know what I mean? And trying to digest it, and I can't. Excuse me. That being said, more to come. I'm about to take take my son to practice, man. And I've been trying to take my other kids to the damn boxing gym. It's just so hot outside. Man, let me tell you, we out here in Texas. Let me tell you. 106 degrees. Heat index, 117. We were up in the boxing gym the other day. Yo, oh my God. I was like, man, I don't think I can have my kids up in here. Like, man, let me tell you. That gym was so hot. And then my soon-to-be 6-year-old, he's in there because, he's just running around and throwing punches, but he ain't training yet. He's still a kid, but he's around it. But, it's just, I think it's more of a safety concern to have kids in a gym like that. Like, that gym was ridiculous, man. And I was like, nah. So easily dehydrated, but they got to keep that water in them. And they're in their training, man. They're training hard in there. But I've been trying to get them back over the last couple of weeks. We know we went out of town, but I'm kind of getting off. I'm venting on a live video, so. But whatever. But anyway, I got to run up out of here. But I'll be back on later, man, because I want to touch on more on Earl Spence and talk about Boots Ennis and Crawford. Because to me, and this is a whole nother video, to beat Terrence Crawford, you got to take away his right hand. And we'll talk more about that in that video. Y'all keep cool. I appreciate the support. Helenius, if it's fair game, sure, he could upset the apple cart. But if it is what I think it is, he going to lose. It's not because he can't beat AJ, it's because that's what he was paid to do. That being said, keep cool. Veterans, breeze.